Back for Topic Tuesday. Sorry, this is a little bit later than I normally record my videos, and so today's been kind of a really weird day for whatever reason. I think it's the weather mostly. Um, Topic Tuesday. So I had somebody recently comment on a past video asking for me to talk about what it's like to be a fitness and health blogger. And so I thought, wow, that'd be really fun to do. Maybe people are interested or maybe other people can relate or what have you. And so the shout out goes to Grey Wolf Fitness. He's awesome. You should check out his channel. And I appreciate him giving me an idea because God knows the less I have to use my brain, the better for today. I went out and voted, by the way. I actually voted a month or so ago, so I get a double kudos, right? Okay, maybe not, but so if you haven't voted, do that. Go vote. Make your vote and vote for whoever. Vote for whoever fits you. All right. So what is it like to be a fitness and health blogger? Oh goodness, where do I start and how long do we have for this video? First of all, I started in December 2015. For all of you that may or may not know, I got my degree in exercise science, and it was a former professor's idea for me to start blogging. He really saw my full potential in his classes and in our discussions, and he knew that I wanted to go all the way. Not to mention, when he asked me my goal, and I was the only one in class that said I want to be a fitness mogul, he knew, okay, she's wanting to go above and beyond, not just a personal trainer, not just a fitness instructor or what have you. She's wanting to go that above and beyond, okay? Because not everybody says, I want to be a fitness mogul. Who says that? Me. So he gave me this idea. He said, you should start blogging. And I was like, oh, what's blogging? And he was just explaining it to me or what have you. And I was like, okay, we'll see what happens. I just did it for recreational. Like, what do I talk about? I was so nervous. I had to look up all these insights, like what goes into blogging. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. My phone fell down. But I had to go into all these things where I was like, what is blogging? What goes into it? Oh my gosh. And so after kind of getting a couple of answers from other bloggers who have done it for years, not necessarily in my niche, but just overall, I decided to go for it. So I got a couple of different blogging accounts. I started off on Google Blogger, and then somebody told me about WordPress, so then I got a WordPress account. And then it seemed like as I started blogging, at first there was not much of an audience, no following or anything like that. And I was kind of nervous to share it on my social media, so I didn't for a while because I was just like, I don't know how many people really care on my Facebook or Twitter or what have you. And then I started deciding, like, what topics would I talk about? What do people care about in the fitness world? And he told me to look through magazines to kind of just get ideas of what other people talk about, follow other bloggers in my niche. And I did. So I got ideas. And then I just started to blog. I started to write about things. And soon I started to actually decide to share it on social medias like Tumblr and stuff like that. It took me a while before I decided to share it on Facebook. But when I finally did, I decided a couple of weeks after that I'd make a Facebook page dedicated to my fitness and health. Not just for blogging, but when I become a personal trainer, it would be where I use, sign people up and all that stuff. So I've been doing that, and who would have thought that coming this long way, first of all, I didn't know anything about subscribers, mailing lists, all that stuff that goes into it. I didn't think nothing of it. And I made a couple of blogger friends. It seemed like people that really connected with me. It was really fun. I went from like having maybe 0 subscribers, 300 subscribers to now I have almost 4,000. And so I'm thinking like, what happened from here into now? And I read through my posts every once in a while because, I don't really look back on them as often as I probably should. But I'm thinking, wow, I've come a long way. And so that's how I became a blogger. So for those of you that don't know, I'm also writing for the former editor of Muscle and Fitness magazine on his website. So it's been kind of fun. I've had a lot of people, believe it or not, I am a big deal. No, I'm just kidding, but semi big deal. It seems like now that I've been blogging, a lot of people have done podcast interviews with me. A lot of people have asked me to do guest posts. I've had people guest post on my blog page. I've reached out to Muscle and Fitness Magazine, talked to the chief and editor, personal email. Can't give you his information. Don't be trying to ask either. Um, I've had other people ask me, how do I do it? And honestly, I don't know. My day-to-day sample, Monday through Friday, I'm blogging. And I mean, Fridays are kind of hectic, so sometimes I don't blog. But when I take the weekends off, because I take the weekends to get away from blogging, I need my sanity still and time away. When I take the weekends off, I come back on a Monday and my notifications have blown the up. Like, blown the up. Like, it's blown the up. Okay, so you just think to yourself, like, how do I have 2 days off and all these people are just like, woo, we want more, questions, oh my gosh, comments, everything. Like, it's just so much, and you don't think you can keep up with it, but you have to keep up with it. These people love and so if they love it, you got to do what you got to do. So I spend approximately probably 6 to 8 hours a day blogging, answering questions, social media, Hootsuite, Buffer, social, all kinds of things. That's like 6 to 8 hours. That's on a good day. I have spent 10 to 12 on a bad day. And let me tell you, that is hectic as shiznits. Okay, it is hectic. And I don't know how I manage it because I wake up around 7 in the morning, sometimes a little bit earlier. I go to the gym by at least 9, and I'm not out of there if I'm helping my friend, training my friend, until about noon, 11:30 noon. If he's not there, I'm usually there to maybe about 10 or 11, so I get a little bit more time. I come straight home. I have something to eat for my post-workout, and I'm right on that laptop. I am on there. I'm just... And how do I come up with topics? I've written them down. I'm not going to show you because I don't want to give you guys ideas. Then you guys take my ideas. Nobody's going to copyright my stuff. But I just kind of like start typing. Some are short, some are long. I do an abundance of things. I don't just talk about fitness. I talk about health. Sometimes I do some fun topics, stuff like that. My life is hectic, to say the least. For all of you that may or may not know, I talked to Christian from Weight Loss Success. If you follow him, he's a really cool guy. I talked to him about everything on a daily basis. He's awesome, to talk to. He's been like just an awesome person to talk to, and somebody that I've learned from for so many reasons, not necessarily for my own weight loss, but just somebody who's been on social media, who's gotten some of the same exposure as I've gotten, maybe even more. And he just hands out tips just like that, and I love it. I've been learning from him. And people ask me, he's even asked me, because he's asking, how do I get so many subscribers? And to be honest with you, no matter what answer I give him, the answer is always going to be like, I don't know. I just think people like my personality. And I don't think that it was me forcefully asking for subscribers like some people do. I think it really just came down to the fact that I just seem like a really cool person and people can relate. And that means the world to me. It really does. I get really, really stressed. I have anxiety. I get stressed from it, of course. I mean, especially when I have deadlines to meet. When it comes to blogging for the editor, I get overwhelmed. I mean, not only do I have to work on myself, my own workout, I have to work on my blogging. I have to work on my friend's workout. I have to go to work. I have to manage somewhat of a social life. I mean, I don't mind being a turtle in a shell, but I kind of need a little bit of interaction. Computer interaction only goes so far. You know what I mean? You got to get a little bit more life in you. Not to mention my sleep. I mean, that's pretty important, if not probably most important a lot of times outside of nutrition. And I feel like a lot of times, like today, for example, when I was talking to Christian, it was like I have very little motivation some days, like just to write anything. I'll get to a point where it's kind of like, oh my gosh, I'm burnt out. I'm writing for you, I'm writing at least 3 to 4 posts a day. It's like you get burnt out and you want to keep going because people are rooting for you and people want more. People are expecting a lot more from you, right? Because if you have followers, they're looking for you to post every single day. And if I stop, that's my notifications are like, whoo, out of control. You got people saying, oh, hey, and they send you emails, they send you, all kinds of things, and they're all positive, of course. I haven't had anybody go off on me yet, but it's a lot. It's a lot. And to be a fitness and health blogger, plus once I become certified in personal training, I gotta know how to balance that, right? Because I made a video talking about keeping everything in balance, and you know it's true. We all get to a point where we either burn out or we lose our passion, right? Because we've worked so hard at doing it, it just becomes really, really routine, and you just start to like lose it a little bit. So that's why I give the weekends to myself. And I'm not saying I don't appreciate people contacting me on the weekends. Of course I do. I love when people, send me positive emails saying, hey, you're amazing. I love reading your blogs, or, I love your YouTube, page, whatever. I love those. But I don't always respond because I like my weekends. I like time to think about other things outside of my article for the week. You know what I mean? And it just becomes really, really difficult sometimes to be a fitness and health blogger. I mean, a blogger, period, but somebody who's taking it now seriously. I didn't think I was going to take it this serious. I didn't think it was going to spin out of control like this. I never saw that for myself. Maybe because I didn't think I was that much of a good writer. I mean, I just never knew that blogging can be like a full-time job, and it really is like a second full-time job for me. Like, believe it or not, I feel like I'm working a full freaking job. Like, I get overtime hours almost every day. And so oh gosh, there's many days I look like this, a hot mess, just typing away, answering people's questions, not to mention keeping up with my YouTube videos. I've had people ask, like, why don't I do more, like Monday through Friday? It's like, do you want me to lose my head? Like, dang, I'm not that great. No, but seriously, it's like, I wouldn't mind, doing more, but I also have to look for my own sanity, my own life. I get it that people love my content and stuff like that, and I appreciate it, I do. But, and this goes for anybody, sometimes you just gotta take a seat and kind of just grow some clarity, reevaluate, sit down and breathe, take a few days off. I mean, seriously, I mean, I don't know. I think a lot more I do, because the more and more popular I've become, I have realized, like, dang, no vacation time over here, like, woo, constant on a go, just like and I don't stop until the last notification, and it's like that last notification come at 10 at night, so I'm getting better at at keeping my head at blogging and stuff. I love it a lot. I do a lot of podcast interviews, and I love doing those probably the best because I can talk and I don't have to type all the time. It's just nice. Does my social life interfere with it? Like, do I feel like my friends get pissed off when I'm spending all this time blogging? No, I mean, they don't get pissed off at me. Nobody gets mad at me, at least not to my face. Who knows what they're talking about when they get home. But they don't get upset or whatever. It's just kind of what it is. Luckily, I have a very supportive group of friends. Do I get paid? I do monetize one of my blog sites. I have 4, but I'm working on monetizing the other ones. I was an affiliate. I have to reapply now because I've been failing them. The editor isn't paying me yet, but that's the go in the future. But he really does expose me a lot on his social media platforms, which is great because that means more people come to my blog, and that's what I want. I want more subscribers, more people, more friends, more followers, readers, things like that. and I like connecting with different fitness people, even if you're not in my niche. I've noticed a lot of people outside my niche are the ones that usually cling on to my blog more. It's not necessarily the fitness people that cling on. I mean, I have a lot of fitness people, but it's always the people that are doing something totally different with their lives, that probably don't care about fitness, that love my posts. And those are the people that I want, because those are the people that get to learn that fitness and health goes beyond just what I look like, what you look like, what they look like. It goes beyond that. And I'm usually very positive, but I keep things very real in my posts. I'm very honest. And if it's my opinion, I state it. I don't say something and be like, oh, that's fact. It was proven by so-and-so. If it's not fact, I state it. It's my opinion. And people like it. People like my opinion. I've had people go against my opinion, and I'm totally okay with that. I think that's another thing. People normally don't like it when you're going against them. It's like immediate argument, immediate, you don't know anything, I know everything. Me, I'm all free for it. Like, say your opinion. As long as you're cool about it, you're not trying to cuss me out, we're cool. I love it. Do I plan on making this my forever thing? Forever might be pushing it, but I plan on doing it for a while. It just depends on how much I can sustain this along with other things. Excuse me for a second. Laptop is being weird. I'm not using my laptop to do the video, but it's still being very weird. I use it kind of for the backup lighting, but I think a lot of times people don't realize that there's different kind of bloggers out there. There's people that are doing it for recreational, which is cool. And then there's people that are doing it to get paid, which is cool. And then there's just people who do it on a daily basis and people who do it twice a week. There's so many different bloggers out there. And I don't know. For me, I think I've stretched a little bit further than I probably should have, since I'm so busy all the time. Like now, I have to get ready for a different podcast because a former professor of mine wants to interview me. And so I have to look over these questions and stuff. And then I have to get a hold of the editor soon, within this week or the next week, about different topics for his website. And let me tell you, I don't have any topics yet. I write everything down. I have a planner for my life. I mean, my life is in order using a planner. That's how I survive, really, honestly. Besides food and water, that planner is my life. What else? What else about fitness and blogger do people care about? Do all fitness and bloggers know what the hell they're talking about? No, not at all. Not at all. Okay, not at all. That's not saying, I'm not taking away from anybody. If you're a fitness and health blogger, I'd hope that you know what you're talking about. You're not just telling people a bunch of bull. But I have seen people's, blogs where I'm like, what? Like, that is totally not even, and I don't post on it, of course. I'm just like, you know what? Whatever. Sort of like YouTube videos. Not everybody's YouTube video is something that everyone should do. You know what I mean? I always make a joke and I say, nobody questions the guy who's doing the handstand blindfolded on his roof with a dumbbell doing a curl. I mean, nobody questions that. Everybody thinks that's cool, so they jump to it. That's kind of the same with fitness and health bloggers. If they think what you're saying sounds cool, they want to hop on it. And people don't know fitness and health, and they're depending on you to teach, and you say whatever the hell you want to say. Well, they're going to probably believe it. Chances are. That's a lot of the problem with this whole field, and in my personal opinion, is too many people trying to make too many different changes to the system. Nobody just teaches what they know. Now people are teaching a little bit beyond their expertise, and it's like, it's confusing people. You get people on my blog saying, well, somebody else in the other blog said this, and it's like, I don't know where they got that information from, but sure, if that's what they believe, then hell, who am I to change their belief system? But there's a difference between facts, opinions, and just, there's a difference between facts and opinions. If your opinion differs from facts, then you need to tell people, so people don't just believe whatever you write or whatever you do a video on. And that's just my personal thought. But yeah, it is hard. It is hard competing against other fitness and health people, because this field is so, like, everybody wants to rip your head off constantly. God forbid you disagree with a way somebody goes about something. It's like, people want to like kill you, like stab you in the heart or the throat. It's like, hey, okay. But I always tell my followers, and that's with anybody really. I mean, honestly, even just watching my YouTube videos or watching anybody's YouTube video, you should always question what they're saying, because sometimes people just say just to say, you know what I mean? You know, I personally don't follow every single fitness person on YouTube because I don't necessarily believe in every person's philosophy in fitness and health. I really don't, and I'm not afraid to say that. I really am not afraid to say that. I have respect for everybody who's out there doing the grind, trying to get their exposure, trying to make that money, trying to get those followers. And I have respect for people who are teaching and learning at the same time. But there are some people I've come across on YouTube and on blogs, and I'm just like, no, I am not supporting that. Not at all. Not at all. And it's kind of getting better now. You know, it's starting to be condensed where people either have a degree or people are certified in talking about stuff. They're not just talking about it and people are just jumping at it. But still, you get every once in a while those people. And so, and being a fitness and health blogger, I always make sure when I'm saying, like I said, it's either opinion or fact. Okay, I have a degree to back up what I say. And because I'm not certified, I don't believe that I'm better than the certified guy. Obviously, he knows a little bit more because he took that exam. But also, I'm not stupid because I went to school. So we might have a difference of opinions, but I'm not so far stupid where if he said something off the wall, I'd be like, oh yeah, dude. No, I question pretty much everything. I'm that kind of person. But I'm also not so strict where it's like I think I know it all, because I don't. I learn from other people. But whatever I learn, you know, I'd be questioning because I don't want to speak any false information. But anyways, yeah, that's my life as a fitness and health blogger. I don't know what everybody else's life is like as a blogger, but that's mine. And hopefully that gives you guys an idea of my day-to-day. And if it ever looks like I look like a hot mess, which is every day on my videos, now you guys know why. So, hopefully you guys like the video. If you have any questions, feel free to email, follow me on social media, you know, comment, whatever you feel. Subscribe to my YouTube or subscribe to my blog. You guys would love my stuff. It's pretty fun. I'm not boring, I promise. You guys have a wonderful Tuesday. I know I'm trying to. It's very gloomy and it's raining. Ugh. But, yeah, I got some gains today. I did a back workout today, and it felt really good. I worked out with somebody different who works at the gym, and it was really cool. Made a new friend. So, yeah, that was a good day for me. Follow, subscribe. I love you guys. Keep watching, and share, all right? That's a big word, share. All right, bye.